So I got a bunch of new palettes. Want to see? Of course you do. Hope you're all doing well. So I am so excited to bring you another haul of palettes. Okay, so two of them I do not have because they are in limbo right now. Not in a bad way, it's just once you know. So I ordered these, the Glamlight and Michaela collab. I don't own anything from Glamlight before this, and she just came out with, this is her second collab with them, part 2. And I really like that palette. And when I went on the website, they had a bundle for both of them. And so I went ahead and got that. And that's on its way. I know with that launch, they said it's a big deal, big launch. So it's going to take a while to get them to you, a couple weeks. And so I'm fine with that. But I just want to let y'all know it's coming. But all the other palettes I've been shopping around with, they're here. So where we're going to start? We're going to start with ColourPop. Okay, so ColourPop released the Clay It Cool collection. I also have, and I'll show them in a different video, I have the bronzers, the cream bronzers, the Super Shock Cheek bronzers that came with it, the blotted lip. I ordered that collection, but because I was really interested in the new Super Shock Cheek bronzer shades. But anyway, here is the palette. And I was really interested in this collection because of the bronzers, because of the blotted lip, but because this style of palette from ColourPop, this size, the 10 pans, I don't own any of those. And yeah, I was like, you know what? Let's get into it. So with these, it's very interesting. You got 10 pans. This is specific. Let's talk about this one specifically before we talk about these type of palettes overall. So this is a beautiful, warm, neutral palette, but the warmth is leaning with the brick and the pink, not so much like orangey shades. You get 4 metallic shades. You get 4 mattes, and then you get these 2. I'm sorry. You get 6 mattes. No, okay. Let me get my life together. You get 5 mattes. 4 metallics, and this creamy situation. Not quite, this is like your base. This creamy situation, here it is right there. And that's one of the mattes. But you get this beautiful, beautiful, just 10 pan palette. It's so small, so compact. And with ColourPop, you guys know, I love ColourPop's eyeshadows. I do not own all of them, but I own a very, 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 very strong amount of ColourPop shadows, ColourPop palettes, but I did not have any in this size. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get that. And the quality of these is just that great quality that ColourPop has across the board. But you got these 10 pans, square pans. I really like the way that ColourPop can put out different. And it's all due to that being in-house thing. Like that whole, everything is made right there in-house. I love that concept. But you got circle pans. You got smaller pans, larger pans. You have square. They put out 9 pan palettes. They got 18 pan palette, 12 pan, 30 pan. Like they can do literally whatever they want because the only limitations is them. They're not having to depend on some other lab or manufacturer that just really like, yeah, I'm with it. If I ever had the opportunity to open a business like that, a cosmetic, that's how I would want it to be run. But anyway, this is the Clay It Cool palette. And in that theme of those type of palettes, these two came out much earlier, I think last year maybe, not quite sure. And I wanted to get them, but just held off until I had a large amount of stuff I wanted to get. So this is the Set in Stone. This is your warm neutral. In terms of not like pink and red, but neutrals. And I think this is probably what I'm going to take with me on vacation next month, because I was like, this is just perfect to pack. The colors are great. Brown skin friendly colors. You do get that rock solid shade, that cream shade in this palette as well. You do get that, but I don't know. This one I was just like, I'm gonna pack this one with me. Warm browns, neutral, can go with anything. You can take a couple, this is the Set in Stone, by the way. I don't know if I said that. You can take any color eyeliner to go with that, and it's gonna work, baby. You got your metallic. I don't know. I know I'm probably gonna change my mind in a month, but And then I don't have very many cool tone palettes in my collection. I have some, but I just don't. I reach for warmer tones or super bright type of things. So the Twist of Slate was one I definitely wanted to grab, and I think it's absolutely adorable. This one has a creamy shade in it as well, and that creamy shade is called In the Stars. I don't have my glasses on, but I really like these cool neutrals here. I really like the taupe theme of it. You're getting soft dark shades, almost like if dark shades could be pastel at the same time, and I think that's absolutely beautiful. A nice soft smoke out. I might take both of these on vacation. I don't know. Again, I'm gonna change my mind. Definitely gonna change my mind in a month. So you got this like bluish ashy gray. Look at those cool mattes. Absolutely beautiful. So really excited to have that in the collection. I have a shelf for all my ColourPop. I have plenty of room to grow on that shelf, but these will have a home. And then, okay, I made a joke on Instagram, on my stories or something. I was like, how dare these brands release these palettes in a way that's not convenient to me? How dare them? But anyway, at the time of ordering, their newest palette, large pan palette, was the Getting Fresh. Now, I do not collect, the goal is not to collect all of the ColourPop palettes. No, you would never keep up. But I do own all of the 30 pan specifically ones, and I really like those, and I'll keep that up. They just released the Matte About Hue, or Matte Hue, the 30 pan matte rainbow palette. Yeah, I'm had to get it. But it was like as soon as my order shipped or got here, maybe, I saw that announcement. It is what it is. But this is the Getting Fresh 30 pan palette. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not one of my favorites. Again, the 30 pan palettes are almost for collection purposes. I am going to use it. It's not ugly. It's just a little boring to me. This top half is definitely light. Not ashy, but just lighter, softer shades. The bottom two rows are definitely my favorite with the depth, but again, there's nothing revolutionary. There's neutrals, you got to pop a green. The quality, the best shade in here is this dual chrome. Not best shade, but like most unique in this palette. But yeah, it's definitely a springtime palette. Again, it's for collection purposes. We can't love them all. We can't love them all. We really can't, but that's what that one is. All right, let me take a sip. I got all my beverages up here. Pink lemonade, or Charlotte lemonade. Have my water. Have my watermelon mojito tea, not the drink, but the tea. Cause I gotta be talking. Yo, I be talking. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to Beauty Bay. That's the same thing. Got my order shipped. Beauty Bay announced a new palette, that new mood palette. It'll be in the next round of orders from Beauty Bay one day. But let's get into what I did order. So I'll start with this smaller one. The palettes were on sale. This palette, I'm getting ahead of myself. Palettes were on sale, so I picked up all of the ones I did not have. By Beauty Bay that I wanted. Okay? So let's get into it. This first one is the Love Notes palette. This is a very romantic palette. This is giving what someone said what ABH Norvina tried to do for a lot less. So this was on something, I got this for $10. Beauty Bay's quality is absolutely wonderful. It is super high, super pigmented, and they're reasonably priced, and they are just everything we need. Okay, so you got your plums, your pinks. I just give it that romantic, your top row of neutrals, lighter neutrals. Absolutely beautiful. I am a sucker for their bigger palettes because they have the bees on each shadow. I just like that. But okay, the next one I have is, this is a collab with Jade. I do not know who Jade is. I'm sure she's an influencer or a makeup artist or something like that in the industry. But she put out with them a 42 color palette. This is their square pan, the largest type of palettes they produce. And it's very interesting. I will say, one, I'm upset that the bee isn't embossed on the shadows, but whatever. I will say, this palette, I respect it because I like a good mishmash of stuff. You do see a little bit of thematic here, like warm red row and the blue greens kind of together, but overall this is not a palette for someone who needs that guidance from a palette. Like you look in and you see the light colors together, or the palette split up into like nines or quads where you can get an idea of where to start and kind of what goes with what. She picked shades she liked and put them in a palette, and I really like it. I like that it doesn't make sense. I do. I respect that. Put what you like in the palette, and it gives that more creative freedom to who's ever using the palette, because it's not as obvious what shades you should use with each other, as obvious as some others may be, and I'll show that in a different palette. But it's not that. I like that. I really do. Super just unique. It's, you got 42 shades here. You have 42 shades to work with. Beauty Bay, the pigments there, I don't need to get into that. I really like this little area down here with these olive shades. Yeah. Good job, Jade. Good job. Good job. All right, then we have three more of our big 42 color palettes from Beauty Bay. I think I own all of them now. So the Bright, this was the newest palette at the time of me making this order, the Bright 2.0. So the Bright is their huge like rainbow type of palette. They have the Bright, and then they have the Bright Matte. Now they have the Bright 2.0, which is the second version. Look at it. Okay, so compared to the Jade palette, you see how you have some like shades with like that top row in the Jade palette, but you see how this one is definitely more cohesive. It's definitely more of a gradient. It's definitely more in order. Appears to be more in order. That's why I was like, I respect the Jade one. But look at these beautiful rich tones. I mean, these mustards. Look at this. Look at the greens. Look. Bright, vivid. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Also, something else I respect in oh, look at this denim blue. Hold on. This is deep blue. Something else I respect in eyeshadow palettes. I don't care how big or how small. Small, I guess, is a little bit more difficult, but it's just a tidbit I notice, and it makes me happy. When the white, if a palette has a white or a black or both, when the white is not the first shade in the palette and the black is not the last shade. I know, excuse me, I know, I get it. The black is usually, you know, you're smoking something out. It's one of the last shades you use unless you're doing a full black eyeshadow, you know, an eye. And the white is like that brown. Like, I get it. And I get it's the lightest shade if you're going light to dark. But I really like it when a palette, and it's rare, but when a palette doesn't put the white or the black in those, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't. But I just like when the white and the black are not the first and last shades. I think, is it Urban Decay Born to Run where they're not first and last? It's one of these palettes. But yes, I really like that. So that is the Bright 2.0. The next one, so I own the Fiery 2.0, the second Fiery. I did not own the original Fiery. Now the Fiery is like the biggest, best warm palette I have, and this is the original, and it's just as good. So it's not matte, like all matte or anything. It's a combination of finishes, but look, does one need all of these orangey warm shades? Yes, you do. This is giving Morphe 35O. Do you guys remember when 35O had us in a chokehold? And I will stand by, it's still a good warm palette. I have it. I have 3502. I have the 35OS. 35, what all of them. This is giving that, but this is the better, you know. What's he doing? Him and the cat making noise. Yes, so this is the Fiery, and again, like I said, I own the second Fiery, but this warmth in here, honey. Look at this red. You got a beautiful red called, I can't see, Carpe Diem. Look at that red. Red eyeshadow is really, really hard. Really, really hard Like a true red. Burnt sienna's pretty. Now look, this isn't white, but the black is at the end of the palette. Beauty Bay does what they want, apparently, okay? They do what they want. All right. Okay, and then the final Beauty Bay one we have here, and the final big one, I did not own this one, and it is the nude. Yes, I'm gonna tell you now. Do you need 42 shades of brown? No, but this is not a channel based on necessity. But y'all, I don't know. I love it. I do. Before I show it to you, just imagine all the brown tones of brown you can imagine. Light brown, dark brown, deep brown, and then smoky grays. What? Come on, Beauty Bay. These are $25. And then I got them on sale. So like they go on sale. I think I got this one for $18 because they had their sales and stuff. Come on. Amazing to have in your collection. So Beauty Bay is getting its own row. Right now I have Beauty Bay sharing a shelf with some other palettes, but Beauty Bay is getting its own row. I need to swatch this chocolate brown though. And look, this is a deep. And then you do have 2 rows here of like metallic-y, bronzy, golden, neutral. To pair that with your fiery. I can't even speak right now. I just love makeup so much. I love it. Okay, I have 3 more palettes to show you. And the first one is what I'm wearing today. Mine is the flakes. I got little flakes. But the palette I am wearing to produce this is the Clarity Cosmetics Lily palette. All right. Absolutely stunning. This palette, I have to say, is probably my favorite palette of the summer. Favorite summer themed palette. So you have 10 shades in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are matte. And then you have 4 that are their metallic, shiny. And then you have 1 that's a multi-chrome. This You Grow Girl. Okay, so I kind of break down my look for you since we're here. I have the beautiful Florette and Best Buds. I have these 2. That one and then this one in the crease with the peach blown all the way out into the brow bones. You can see that. And then I cut my crease, and then on my lid I have Tiger Lily, which is this gorgeous rose gold. We have Tiger Lily on the inner third, and then we shift into You Grow Girl. This is a multi-chrome. It gives green, it gives there you go, purple, pink, it gives a lot. And I have that, and then out on the outer portion of my eye, I have Budding Romance, which is this matte purple. You can see the purple there. And then under the eye, I have a teal eyeliner on. And then I have Nowhere to Grow, which is this teal, it's metallic blue. And I have that. And I did film this look. I did talk through this Get Ready With Me style. You'll see it eventually. But, honey. Clarity Cosmetics and Give Me Glow. I always put them in the same categories. They're like sister brands to me. These giant pans. Everything. Just everything. They're wonderful. And I just think this is bright. What I like. Bright, vibrant shades. But they're still on the lighter side. So I give it spring, summer. Absolutely beautiful. I really like this palette, and this is gonna probably go in like a best of the year. Really like it. Let's go to the other palette. I have 2 more from Clarity. This one came out before the Lily, and I really wanted it, but again, just didn't pull the trigger to make an order yet. And this is the Bloom palette. So this one is gonna get a little bit more use as we get into the fall, deeper months. I'm still enjoying the Lily right now, but look at this, honey. Look at that. Look at that. Again, you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes. You have, yeah, and 5 metallic. Look. Let's swatch. I mean, friends, this shade is called Blooming Around, and it's an indigo. This is an indigo. Friends, look at this palette. It's called the Bloom. I really love makeup, and I love showing it and talking about it, and I do. I love, that's why I work. Like, I mean, I know I get it. We gotta pay bills and be an adult, but like, and save, but those things don't motivate me to work. They just make me sad. And I do those things because I know I have to. But anytime I can spend money on makeup, anytime I can get new makeup, I'll put in overtime, sis. That's what that means. If that's what that means, okay? I'm just saying. Okay, and then the last palette I have here, I got lucky because I took a chance on it. It looks so much better in person than it did on the site. This is their Carnival palette. I wasn't necessarily familiar with it, but it's being discontinued. So it was on sale for $20. Their palettes are around the $50 mark. $55 mark. This was on sale for $20, and now it's actually on sale for $10 if you can get it. Large pans. Again, it's called the Carnival. I opened this up and I was like, it gives me, before I even show it to you, it's giving a Juvia's Place palette with the big, it's giving a Juvia's Place. Isn't it? Look. Beautiful, bright shades. This fuchsia here called Soca Passion. Honey. Oh, these two together is a look. These two, that's a look. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, this is screaming margarita. Make me want a margarita. I might get one later. So that was 20 bucks, and I got that. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. And I'm really glad I did. I'm really happy it's in my collection. Can't wait for the Glam Light ones to come in. I already filmed a look using, I'm gonna be realistic with you, what you're gonna see on camera upcoming. I'm gonna give y'all a look. I gave it with this Lily palette. You already see that. I don't know where else I want to go with these because I don't know what's next. I'm overwhelmed. Not in a bad way, in a good way. I have so much to choose from. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even say. I really can't even say what's coming up next. Let me know what you would want to see. I'm still going through my like the new LA Girl stuff I showed you guys in that haul. I've used definitely used some of those, but just like on camera and stuff, there's so much, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave it down below. Love you all. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.